Is it still waiting for me? Oh man, come on. Are you gonna connect, buddy boy? Okay, there we go. Whew, all right, all right, all right. It just wasn't showing that it was connected to my end. Oh yeah, it was like a little funny little internet issue I had a little bit earlier. I was trying to upload my video for today. And just next thing I know, it just would not freaking upload my video. It was just wild. Oh man, but how's everybody doing so far? Let me bring up my little. All right, all right, all right, all right. Oh, must have been my VPN connector. But yeah, I tried to upload my video for today, and my voice is kind of messed up. I was training a guy for my regular job. I was training a guy how to work on a project, and then next thing I know, I'm talking like this now. I mean, the dude literally came into the job coughing and crap beside me in the office the whole time. I'm like, oh God, don't let this dude get me sick. And the next thing I know, 2 days later, I have no voice. You know, this microphone's gonna be close to my mouth, so I'm not gonna try to talk loud. But yeah, I finished my video that's gonna come out. The video supposed to come out today. I'm actually gonna premiere it tomorrow. It's about the Charger Daytona and some patents that I saw an article on, which is gonna be really ridiculous. Dodge put so much simulation software in that Charger Daytona. It just hilarious. They have software in the Charger Daytona that's gonna shake the car as if the car had a Hemi engine in it. I mean, you're literally buying with a Charger Daytona a real life Hemi simulator. And then the little patent was showing that they're going to actually pump audio of the Hemi engine into the internal speakers. And then that Proxonic chamber exhaust, it has has like 2 subwoofers and 2 mid-range speakers in there. That is just so hilarious. Oh man. Well, shoot, I'll show you guys my thumbnail for tomorrow. You'll see it tomorrow. But that's my thumbnail for tomorrow. I just made. I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much that's pretty much all the stuff I added. Oh yeah, I'll get a little bit better at doing Photoshop and stuff and doing thumbnails and stuff. I took I'll show y'all guys the image that I took. I was in this image. What image did I take? I took this image right here in the corner. So I started with this image right here. And basically took that image right there and turned it into this. So if you ever wonder how my thumbnails getting better, I learned how to, I watched a bunch of YouTube videos and learning how to do better thumbnails. So hopefully I keep, getting better at doing thumbnails because there's some guys who make some real nice, crazy ones. And I'm definitely trying to get on that level. But this car right here, I mean, I can change the color of this car wherever I want to. I mean, hell, I can change it. I can change it red if I wanted to. So I think purple might work. Change it back to the color. But yeah, I thought that was a nice little contrast on there. But yeah, it is so funny just looking at the little patents for the Charger Daytona. It's just so hilarious. Let me pull it up on my screen. But yeah, I'm gonna scroll down. This sucker was like 35 pages that I read through. That tells you exactly how the system's gonna work. Oh man, the junk tells you how it's gonna basically like if you go to like certain oh, I don't know if there's a little popping sound that you guys heard, but there was a I figured out how to connect my cell phone to my mixer. So if someone calls me, you should be able to hear them on the live stream. So in the near future, I'll be able to take like a live phone call and you should be able to hear them. But yeah, this is so funny just reading through this 35 pages. But are you going to automatically adjust? You was doing it earlier. But yeah, here goes the Frog Sonic chamber exhaust system. It's basically going to be a subwoofer and a mid-range speaker inside of a freaking basically like a bandpass box. Oh man, it's so hilarious. So you basically gonna have that just wild to me, man. Like, oh God. I know some people saying that's not what Tim Christensen said like 2 years ago. There's not gonna be speakers in a box. I'm like, yeah, the speakers in the box. They got two. So if that Charger Daytona got dual exhaust, it has dual subwoofers and dual mid ranges. So I guess the mid ranges is to actually give it that tone or whatever, and the subwoofers are there to give it that that ground shaking feel, depending on how much SPL these subwoofers are. That's why I should look. I should want to go see what it was. But this right here is on the frame rails, and that's the front of the vehicle where the engine would be at. And you can see they're going to have frame shakers on both sides of the frame. So if you're going to be, stepping on the gas pedal in your Charger Daytona, this right here is going to basically shake your vehicle as you step on the gas pedal. Oh God, this was so hilarious when I seen this. Like, I'm surprised I didn't see this earlier. But apparently they filed for this patent like a year or two ago, and I just never went and paid attention to it. And then this right here is basically the whole system right here. Like in my video for tomorrow, I don't go into like a lot of details about the system in the video because it's like I said, it's like 35 pages of it's 35 pages in this patent. So it goes through excruciating detail, all the tuning, all the crap they done did. But yeah, you can basically see right here. I think they're actually gonna put a vibrator in the steering wheel. Oh man! So I think that with the little vibrators, they're gonna vibrate the actual chassis to make the car feel like it's vibrating. And that's going to basically, I think it's going to basically transfer the vibration to your seat. So it feel like you're actually vibrating, like you have a Hemi engine. Then I remember reading in there that there's going to be like a little vibrator in the steering wheel so you can feel it vibrating in your fingertips. So basically, it's going to basically take like your inputs from like you turn the steering wheel, you step on the gas pedal, and it's going to put it to some sensors in there, and it's going to be like this little controller that's going to basically just take all those inputs and actually either shake your car a certain way, or it's going to basically play music, or not really play music, but I guess play a Hemi soundtrack out through your car. And you can see right in the patent, it says interior speakers. Let me zoom in some more. Oh, no, I'm actually zooming in on my wrong zoom. But yeah, you can see that it says interior speakers. So this little controller is hooked up through the radio, through the amplifier. And so you're going to have a nice, powerful amplifier in your Charger Daytona because it's going to be playing Hemi sounds or Ferrari sounds, or I'm pretty sure Dodge is going to give you the ability to create your own custom engine sounds, or it might be like, hey, we're going to let you make your car sound like a Ferrari with a high-pitched sound. So you can get that sound through the interior speakers, the exterior speakers. So that's the funny part. There's going to be exterior speakers. They're going to play the Hemi soundtrack, and there's going to be a freaking Frog Sonic exhaust. The Frog Sonic exhaust is over here with the woofers in the mid-range and the tune exhaust. And it basically this tune exhaust is basically like a bandpass box. That's basically what a bandpass box is. It's a speaker inside of a box where all the sound comes out of a port, and you had that port a certain length to tune the box. So that's basically what the Frontosonic exhaust is. It's a chambered bandpass box with woofers in the mid-range that's going to basically make a custom sound. And then you're also going to have exterior speakers. So you're basically going to put 4 speakers in the actual chambered exhaust system. They're going to put exterior speakers out there as well to play more of the sounds. I mean, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got 2, 4. Then I guess they're going to put 2 speakers on the outside. So you're going to have like 6 speakers on the outside of the Charger Daytona, probably bare minimum, that's going to play Hemi music. Oh, God, this is so hilarious. Like, I was like, oh, man. So hilarious. Yeah, Hemi simulator. Yep, that's right, Jalen. Fart speakers. Yep. Hey, Butter, any more news on the new Hemi V8 coming out? Like I said, the only thing that anyone within Dodge will confirm to me that there's going to be a brand new V8 crate engine. That's the only thing they'll confirm to me. But I did get like, like last year, like early last year, they was telling me there's going to be a new V8 engine that has like direct injection and more than likely a turbocharger, because that's really going to be the only thing they're going to be able to do to get to get it to pass emissions. But it just so many people leaving Stellantis that were old Chrysler heads that, it's just going to be interesting to see if they actually go through with it. Because if you ask a lot of people, there's a lot of people who used to be within that brand that's not there anymore. I should have asked Raph Giles why I saw him in Barrett Jackson. I should have asked him whether he's going to retire this year, because I heard that he's going to retire from Stellantis. So I'm pretty sure not because of his age. I think a lot of these guys don't like their new European boss, from what I've been told. I should pull those messages I got from back in 2019, 2020, when the merger first happened, and a lot of those guys just hated the boss. And a lot of those guys took early retirement because they don't like him at all. That Carlos Tavares cat. That's what I heard from a few people from upper management. And I know a few of those upper management guys, they don't work there anymore because they didn't want to be around that guy. Oh, man. Let's see, who's going to slap on that system. Yeah. Hey, Butter, I have to thank you for what you've done for the Brotherhood. Yeah, and I still got a lot more to do, Rooster. I got a lot more to accomplish. I said this weekend, I'm going to knock out all these dealer videos. I'm going to try to get them all recorded and release them all next week. Because there's going to be some dealers who are going to get a wake-up call. I know Kernersville Dodge, TK did the video about them, but I set up the actual customer with a lawyer, and he sent one email, and the owner of freaking Kernersville Dodge, and I think like a member of the ownership group. I didn't know Kernersville Dodge was part of a larger auto group. And basically that they basically responded. And so we're going to see whether or not Kernersville Dodge is going to pony up the dollars. Because I mean, like I said, some of the stuff that TK covers, I pass on to him. Even TK has acknowledged that, like the Kernersville Dodge one, pass that along. The Soldier from Now Maxwell passed that along. The Denauer Chevrolet passed that along. So there's a lot of dealerships that I have to pass along because I just don't have the time to actually make the videos for them. But yeah, I'm definitely going to get some videos out about these dealers, because I still got to talk about the ones that even wronged me, right? I mean, none of y'all guys really know how Burns Motors scammed me out of 10 grand. So I got to make a video about them. And I mean, it was wild. Like the salesman already had like his own little paper written up to scam me out of the money. Like I didn't really know until actually seen the paper and going like, huh? I got to be the second owner. Like I can't go and actually buy the Demon from the dealership. The other guy has to buy it. I thought from what he told me earlier that he was going to change the order for me. And I'm like, huh? So yeah, there's a lot of dealers who's for the D170, they did a lot of shady stuff. And some of these shady D170 deals, the owners didn't know. It was just basically like the salesmen and GMs that was going rogue. That's kind of happened with Arrigo. Like Arrigo, they're straight up. They got markups on the cars, but the type of games that one internet sales manager was playing, that wasn't something that, Arrigo would do. Oh man, this right here is the funniest freaking drawing right here. Oh, look at this. They got a big subwoofer and a mid-range going through some daggone pipes in a box. That's just so funny. So I would love to know whether or not the aftermarket will basically make let's say, will Boiler make a brand new box to put your Charger Daytona speakers in for your Hemi sounds. Oh God, this is so funny. I'm like, how much weight did I add to the car? Like Dodge was so convinced that they need to fake the Hemi that they added a bunch of unnecessary weight to the car. And so maybe if they worked on this less, they would have paid more attention to the dealerships to stop them from screwing people over. Oh God. But yeah, I tried my hardest to do that damn video today, but yeah, my voice, like that dude pissed me off. Like, oh God, man. I do YouTube. That's the one thing I need. I need my voice. You can lose an arm, you can lose a foot, but you can't lose your voice doing a YouTube video. And that's the one thing that dude took from me. I'm like, oh God. Oh goodness. That's the one kryptonite to a YouTuber. You can't talk. Answer some of these questions. Oh, let's see. The Dodge Deep Bench is a freaking joke. Yep, Jalen, it is a freaking joke. It is so hilarious just looking at this drawing. Oh God, a subwoofer box under a car playing fake engine sounds, right? I mean, that's what I was saying, over the last couple of live streams, like if only Elon Musk bought Dodge and Tim Knissis was the boss, and he'd be like, I guarantee you Tim Knissis would not be excited for this system. This system right here would never happen. But when you got European overlords, stuff like this happens. I mean, I guarantee you this car probably would have existed, but it would have tried so hard to be a Hemi. Like this car is like the ultimate poser. You get that one guy who gets like a regular Ram 1500 and he puts on TRX badges. He puts on SRT 10 Ram badges and stuff. That's basically what this car is. This car is basically a imitation Hemi vehicle that wants to be a Hemi so bad, but it just can never be a Hemi. And that's and like I said, that's just the funny part with this vehicle. Like its main goal was to pretend to be a Hemi when all it had to do in the beginning was actually get a Hemi engine in it. That's why, I don't really think that, come March 5th, when this vehicle gets unveiled, I don't see it having, the ICE variant there at the freaking, at the actual reveal. I think it's just basically going to just have this car there, and they're going to just save the ICE vehicles for later or whatever, because this right here is going to be, if they follow Dodge tradition of only talking about the highest trim, then the highest trim is going to be these electric cars. They're going to neuter the gas cars and force you to go buy this car because they'll never make the inline six cars fast to get you into this. They'll make the slowest Charger Daytona smoke the Hurricane Charger just to promote you getting into this car, because they're going to try to force you into buying these EVs. And I'm going like, I was looking at this one clip where technicians was saying that they didn't want the rules to change. They read the rule book, but obviously they did not read the rule book if Ford is still putting V8s in Mustangs. And, they just ashamed that this company was more the upper management, the very top, Mike Manley. I think most of the blame goes to Mike Manley because he was mainly concerned with, especially him and Sergio, those two was mainly concerned about keep merging the company rather than innovating the company, like building the company out. And I mean, it's kind of like, I think the whole merger between Fiat and Chrysler were because they wanted to bring, electric vehicles into Chrysler, but they didn't produce any electric vehicles. And then here we go again. Now you got Peugeot that's basically throwing all these electric vehicles out at one time when the market is saying, no, electric vehicles aren't ready. I mean, you know something is wrong when you actually have all these guys going like, well, once we lower the cost down, it'll be more acceptable. Once we get like solid state batteries out and you get like double the range with a smaller battery pack, these guys know that what they're making doesn't make any sense, but it's still pushing it out. So that just tells me that you got idiots in the government who don't have any common sense, who falls upstairs and doesn't drive electric vehicles. They know that this crap they're pushing is not going to work. Same thing with freaking ethanol. Ethanol is still, 20, 30 years later, it's still not, the end all be all for clean fuel. So this car right here is just another example of, just a failed attempt to get people into electric vehicles when it is not fit for everyone's. It just doesn't work for everyone. I mean, there's some people who, electric vehicle makes sense for them, but, a lot of people, it just don't make sense. So, I mean, it's just weird, man. It is just freaking weird. Like, I mean, even with this crap, these guys know that this stuff's not going to make them money. And considering how, Tesla had to drop the price down extremely low for them to sell the, with the Tesla Model S Plaid, how much money is this Charger Daytona going to be? Because I guarantee you they wanted to make this Charger Daytona about 110, 120, but there is no way in the world that they can sell this car if it was 110, 120. That was going to be basically their bread and butter of trying to sell this car. But there's no way they can sell this car when a Tesla Model S Plaid is like, I think, $86K? Let me see. Let's see. Model S. How much is Model S starting at? $71K. Go to order now. We have Model S Plaid, $86,000. That right there is basically a red-eye killer for $86,000. There is no way that Dodge is going to survive making the Charger Daytona $86,000. There's no way. No way. I mean, at bare minimum, I see the Charger Daytona being like $89,000 at bare minimum with no options. Just off pricing, there's no way the Banshee is going to be $86,000. I don't see it. Maybe if they have, credits, but other than that, I just don't see it. Like if I go to Dodge's website. I'll just go click on here. Vehicles. Challenger. Bill and price. Yeah, there's like no way. I don't see it. They're making the Banshee cheaper than a red out of Superstock. I just don't see it. So I think if anything, the Banshee is going to be at least $90,000 because that's the starting price for Superstock, and they've already conditioned people to actually accept that cost. So I think if anything, the Banshee is going to be like $90,000 I think like maybe like the 440 pack is gonna be like the Hellcat price, so maybe around like $80,000, and then the what was that, the 340, 440, so 340 might be like a scat pack price, so it might be around like 60, 65, somewhere around there. So that's how I think how much money these cars are gonna cost. I just don't see them making this sucker. Yeah, I just don't see them making I just don't see them making these vehicles that cheap. There's no way. There's no way they're going to compete with Tesla. And Tesla doesn't have to deal with unions, and these guys do. Oh, let me see. And I basically think that's where the price for the Hurricane Charger is going to be. The Hurricane Charger, I think, is going to be around $59,000, especially if I look at the price of the Ford Mustang. And let me go look to see the price of the Ford Mustang. I'm going to use Cali. No, I didn't want to do that. Where's the actual button to click? Oh, I got to scroll. Yeah, and this is where I see the base price for the Hurricane HO going to be. I pretty much see it's going to be it's going down as I go bigger. There we go. I think that freaking Hurricane HO Charger is going to be right here between these two prices, between 59 and 63K. That's exactly where I see it. Oh, let's see. It looks like Dodge Atlanta is about to lose a lot of Brotherhood customers. Yeah, faithful servant. I just don't see these guys. It's going to basically appeal to a lot of the guys who prefer a Hemi V8. This car is going to be like your best faker of. It's probably going to be the best Hemi simulator that you're ever going to actually experience, with all the stuff in there to fake it. I reserve my thoughts until I test drive. I learned that from a rent of the Tesla. We will see how the Daytona is. And one of the problems I'm going to say with the Daytona is they basically, and I hope they drop the whole, they were going to try to have it to where the Daytona, like everything is software locked. Because I've played the clips and videos where Tim Knissen said that what they're going to do is they're going to basically have a lot of stuff hidden behind paywalls, and then that's how you're gonna be able to unlock things out of that car. And he says in a podcast, like, hey, if you never upgrade a car, you basically paid extra for the car because it's watered down, even though there's nothing that they installed into the car, and there's just you just overpaying for a car that's locked down. That's the one thing that sucks about it. And then so that's why I see the Hurricane is going to probably start at 59K. And then I probably see the 340 pack Daytona that's probably going to start around 60, 63K, probably around that dark horse premium cost. Because there's just no way they're going to beat these prices on these cars, especially when all the tooling and stuff for these cars, the older cars, were all paid off, and then they have to beat the Tesla. So the Model S for a four-door is $71,000, and that is what does it tell me the horsepower? It didn't tell me the horsepower. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you hit purchase price. So yeah. The Model, damn, I see it sound on my voice. Yeah, the Model S, that's gonna be what, 90 grand. So you're definitely gonna see the Banshee Daytona is gonna be probably around that price. I mean, I'll laugh if during the reveal on March 5th, the Dodge does not announce the actual price of the Charger Daytona. I mean, you can really think of there's no EV that I can think of where when they announced it, they did not announce the price to it. I think Dodge was just sitting back waiting because they needed to see how much everyone else was charging, so they know how much they would charge themselves. because I mean, there's no other EV I could think of when it was announced. There was no price attached to it. Like when Rivian announced what almost 4 or 5 years ago, you knew exactly how much money that thing was going to cost. When the Hummer EV announced, you knew exactly how much the Hummer EV was going to cost the same night they actually announced the Hummer EV. I mean, you was able to pre-order the Hummer EV back in like 2019, right? Oh, was it 2019? No, I think it was 2020. I'm pretty sure 2020 was they showed the commercial of the Hummer EV, and then the next day you put $100 down, and you could reserve the Hummer EV. And then here I am, like what, 3 years after that event. I still don't have a Hummer EV, but I know how much the vehicle's going to cost, and I'm price protected off of that price, which GM did a very clever thing. Like they kept the base price for the Hummer EV, that $99K, but they made sure that any option you picked was tied into a package, so that's how they got you back into that upper that higher price bracket. Because unless you order a Hummer EV with no extra options on there, that was the only way you're going to get your price protected price from 2019, 2020. And like every single thing you can think of in a Hummer EV is tied to a package. And I hope that Dodge doesn't do the same thing where every single option is tied to a package. Because I mean, the Hummer EV, like if you want to, like, you know, let's say bronze tow hooks, you had to get a bronze package. If you wanted red tow hooks, you had to get that. It's like some other package. If you wanted the, I think if you wanted the sunroof, you had to get that in a package. So GM found out clever ways of how to get those people who were grandfathered in to pay more money because they tied everything into the packages. So the base price is still low for everybody, but if you put a single option on there, every option was like an extra 20 grand pretty much. I'm like, oh God, so I'm definitely not taking my Hummer EV. Let's see. Cops in California will still write tickets for a modified exhaust. Hey, that'd be so funny that you're going to see guys in the near future, instead of them wrenching and tuning on their engine, they're going to be wrenching and tuning on their speakers and their exhaust port. That's going to be so freaking hilarious, man. Golly, that's going to be so hilarious. Like I can only imagine. I can only imagine going to an actual event where guys are chatting about, hey man, what you got under there, man? What kind of speakers you got in your chamber exhaust? Hey, yeah, man, I put some Rockford Fosgates in there. I put some JBLs in there. I put some Alpines in mine. Oh God, that'd be so hilarious. Oh man. Tampa across the Dodge Ram walked me right into a Tesla's arms. I was trying to get a Scat Pack for a year, walked into Tesla and walked right out with a car. Dodge had to deal with their dealerships. Exactly, D. That's the main problem with these dealerships, is that you have to deal with the corruptness because they've been going around unchecked for decades. And so now they think they're like the bosses and they can do whatever they want, but these guys have all these freaking franchise laws to make it difficult to do anything against them. But hopefully that'll be one goal that I have. If I can get one state, if I could pressure a state into changing a franchise law to actually weaken dealerships, that'll be like my ultimate bucket list. I've already accomplished the one bucket list of I made a major manufacturer do something as drastic as Dodge as a stripper contest of a car to give to someone. So I mean that was like one bucket list thing that I never thought that I would have accomplished. But if I can pressure Dodge to act on a crap that a dealership did, there's no way I would not think that I could get politicians to actually change the law to where these dealerships aren't as crazy as they've been going around doing. So that's definitely on my bucket list. If I can do something against these dealerships to make them fall in line, that'll definitely be like a another bucket list moment. Let's see. I love your channel. About to head out. I'll check it out later on the replay. Yeah, see you later, Hood Tate. I own the 2023 last call Charger Scat. And there's nothing electric they can drop in the future that gives me the feeling. I'll give them my big V8. I don't care how fast it is. There's a feeling you get with the Hemi. Well, I mean, that's basically what they're going to do right here. They're basically going to have this software that's going to simulate a freaking Hemi. I know why I didn't adjust, because I opened it up and I know why I didn't auto rotate, because I didn't open it up in Adobe. I opened it up in Adobe. Yeah, boom, there we go. Should auto rotate now. Come on now. There you go. Yeah. That's basically what they're going to use right there. No, stop asking me. This is the other graphic right here. So you're going to have, and they tell you right here, you can have sound files and themes that you can play. And then basically with those files and themes, it's going to combine with the vehicle data. So, you know, how fast you're going, steering, all that crap. With engine that you said that you're going to have play, they're going to go through this little controller right here. And the little controller is going to split it out into two signals. One for sound and one for vibration. And then the vibration algorithm, that's basically going to vibrate the interior and do some sound playback as well. So I guess that when the vehicle vibrates, it's going to make a vibration sound to where, like, I don't know, it'd be funny if this car makes a rattling sound like it's an old Hemi V8. I'll laugh if that's the case. And then you have the little sound algorithm that's going to basically play Hemi sounds through the interior speakers and then play Hemi sound through the exterior. This is so hilarious, man. I read this crap. I was like, oh my goodness. This is so funny. I ordered my jailbreak Hellcat wide body from Tampa across the drive these round. They wouldn't come off the 30K markup. Sadly, I didn't get it. Oh God, 30K for a Hellcat. These Florida dealers, they're wild. They're some of the craziest dealers. I mean, man, hell, usually Florida guys, I tell them to go over to Mark Dodge in Louisiana. That's usually why I tell people who live in Florida, go buy cars out of state, because Florida is one of the worst states to go buy a car at from a Dodge dealer, because they just tack on so many Mickey Mouse ticket-tack fees that even if you did get it at MSRP, you still probably got $4,000 or $5,000 worth of fees just baked into the contract. The paywall is crazy, but someone will eventually get through it. Yeah, I mean, I guarantee you, if Stellantis' paywall is as good as their security systems, someone will easily get through, like a kid, we had to break through their paywall. An expert computer hacker will become a Charger Daytona owner's best friend. Now for the power outage at discount rates. Oh yeah, I mean, I think that's the same thing, faithful server, that someone did with Tesla. Someone figured out how to hack the Teslas to unlock that extra power and range that Tesla has software locked. Now I'm pretty sure the only thing that Dodge will do as well, if you hack the car, you're basically going to lose your factory warranty. So you want to play that risk of, do you want to have a $80,000, $90,000 electric vehicle with no warranty on it, and we have no idea how good this car is going to hold up and last? So that's going to be the very interesting conundrum that you're basically going to have. How good is this vehicle, and how long will it last before you have to, do warranty work on it? Let's see. Believe it or not, I didn't pay markup on my new Scat besides the manufacturing price hike. Yeah, and that was I think that's all. Like they actually added a couple grand to literally every dealer stock vehicle. I just shared the crap out of this live because my pals, old school second gen Hemi guys, and true muscle cars. I have 270 Chargers myself. Dodge will never sell me a butt vibrator. Oh yeah, it's gonna be like a $90,000 butt plug. Oh man, that is basically going to be what the Charger Daytona is. Oh God, yeah, you're gonna have. Here we go, right here. Let's see if it auto rotate. You want you auto rotate on this one, baby? Come on. But yeah, there you go, right there. They're your little butt vibrators too. So Dodge is so kind, Rooster. Dodge is so kind. They're gonna give you 2 butt vibrators, one for you and one for her. Oh God, that's gonna be so funny, hilarious. Oh God, can't wait to get my upgraded Harmon cartridge into exhaust. Oh God, hey, Mark Hamill, that's gonna be so funny, right? Hell, you probably gonna have instead of Harman Kardon, you might have like Macintosh, since they're doing all the speakers in the Grand Wagoneer and stuff. So you might have Macintosh. Do you want the bass Alpine Farsighted exhaust? Do you want the Harman Kardon exhaust, or do you want the Macintosh or Hackintosh exhaust, or whatever you call it? Which one do you want? Each one of them unlocks a different engine tune that you can tune your engine to, right? Do you want to go in your Charger Daytona and basically have the sound of a Duesenberg? Do you want to go in your Charger Daytona and have the sound of a Ferrari? Do you want to go in the sound to have, I don't know, a Mustang soundtrack? Oh God, it's gonna be so funny. Wonder how they will advertise this car to women. Low gives 3 gear or hey, it's gonna be like, hey, we give women orgasms in 2.50 to 60. 2.5 times before you get to 60 miles per hour. That's basically how it's gonna be, Rooster. Oh Lord. 80K for a vibrator. Nope. My brother Butter. It was that I'm that heat. That's actually my real brother in real life. Yo, Butter, you know it's past my bedtime, but I'm here anyways. Oh yeah, Footman. But you know, there's guys that's on the West Coast that's, you know, it's still dinner time. So I was actually gonna do the live earlier, but for some reason my internet wasn't working. I couldn't upload video, so I just got the video uploaded for tomorrow. So I'm probably gonna premiere that video at 3:00 tomorrow, and then you're gonna see some of the stuff in that video. And yeah, my voice is pretty craptacular in that video. Oh God, I hope my voice gets better tomorrow or over the weekend. That way I can film all these Dilla videos, because I definitely have a bunch of these Dilla videos get out. I have I was at Troyano, got to get out. I got Burn Motors that scammed me out of a Demon 170. I definitely want to make another video about Rick Hendrick and all the crap he scammed me for. It was another Alabama dealer. I think it's Tallahassee or I think it's Tallahassee or something like that. I gotta make a video about them. So I'm gonna go through and look and just write down. That's why I need to get me a blackboard. That way I can have me a blackboard and just write down all the dealers that either me or TK we need to address, and see whether or not we can go get some money back for some of these customers, because I know we gotta be in the $600K range for getting customers back their money from these scams that these dealers are doing. It's just crazy how widespread all these dealers figure out ways to scam people out of their money. And it's like, you know, were they doing this stuff on other vehicles too, and not just the Charger Daytona? Well, not Charger Daytona, but the Demon 170. Mm-hmm. You got to keep your warranty just for the speakers and amplifiers. What happens when you hit a deep pothole? Does it skip a beat and turn to the fake Hemi rap? Hey, you never know, faithful servant. You hit a pothole and it might be like, so it's gonna be funny. Oh God, like it's just so funny to just see this diagram. This diagram is so hilarious of all the engineering they did to make this exhaust. And this is basically the fake Hemi. And this right here, the fake Hemi. It's just so funny how they did this crap. You might as well download the exhaust sounds and just play them in your Bluetooth in the car. Why would you vibrate down the road? Yeah, you're going to basically be vibrating down the road. And that's how you're going to...
You want me to put some Pepsi in here? Because there ain't more one here.
there's more in the other refrigerator.
Oh, so you don't want me to put none of these in there?
There's like a whole case of them in the other refrigerator.
Oh, okay.
But sound a little raspy there, butter man. Try to get some hot baby. Yeah. God, that guy killed me, man. I'm like, dude, this dude's coughing right beside me. Dude's coughing right beside me the whole freaking time. It just made me mad. Like, dude, like, oh God, I know this guy is gonna be coughing right beside me the whole freaking time. I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna get sick. And bam, got freaking sick from that dude being right beside me. It just freaking sucks. That's why I couldn't really film all the videos. I tried to get this other one out about basically the CEO of Stellantis. Basically, he got outed that he was the guy who basically killed the Hemi engine because he would not allow Kniskus to buy any more emissions credits to keep the Hemi engine around for probably for another year or two. Because I'm pretty sure Kniskus would have definitely kept the Hemis around for at least one more year because they already had to go get the engine certified for 2024 for the Ram TRX and the Durango Hellcat. So there's nothing to say that they couldn't keep the Hemis around for at least one more year because they already had those engines certified for 2024. And this rush to get electric vehicles out, I think it's going to basically be, I basically think it's going to bite them in the rear because I just don't see these Chargers and Charger Daytona selling like that, especially when guys cannot even, especially right now. Oh God. Oh man, my freaking voice, man, it's so hilarious. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I just don't see, 2024 being an up year for Dodge. I see them having a problem that they cannot get these cars out. And I just don't see how the March 5th reveal is going to change a lot of people's minds. I mean, we're finally going to see the actual production version of this car. And we already know how, the concept vehicle looks like. And it really didn't, turn a lot of heads, especially the fact that it was an EV. I don't even know if the Charger Daytona had a Hemi in it. I don't even know if people would have still even been excited because that front end does not even look right to me. Like, honestly, it just doesn't. If they would have basically just did like another update of the current cars, okay, maybe you got something cooking there, but it just, that front end does not match what the rear end turned out to be. And I'm hoping that rear end on that car was just the rear end of the cheaper car, and that the Banshee does not look like that. Because the Banshee got like white tail lights, how that car had. Like, oh God, that thing looked so ugly. And I just don't see that thing being a nice seller. Like, I don't see, like, I mean, you guys obviously see what skin color I am. I know a lot of you guys aren't the same complexion as me. So I don't see people who like me going to go drive around in an electric Charger that does not have any Hemi sounds to it. Like, there's guys that's driving like old cop cars with Hemis in them, and they think it's the hottest thing ever. So I just don't see those same guys going to go buy a Charger, a Charger Daytona that has speakers to play fake Hemi sounds. Oh God. Oh God. It was so hilarious if you go into the radio and you gotta go through and you gotta pay like $2, $5, $10, whatever, to go get a new soundtrack to play. Oh God. Like what was it? Like what's that? I can't remember that little infomercial that had like the greatest hits, like the 90s or the 80s, something like that, where they had like a real colorful CD and it's like the greatest hits of this era or whatever. Or we gonna have like a greatest hits Hemi CD where you're gonna have Hemi sounds from the 60s, the 70s, the 2000s, and then are you gonna have the different Hemi sounds from the Scat Pack to the Hellcat to the Red Eye to the Demon? Are we gonna basically have different soundtracks or different Hemis from different eras and different trims? Because everybody keep telling me, Hellcats and Red Eyes sound totally different, and then Red Eyes and Demon 170s and Demons sound different. So I would love to see whether or not those vehicles are going to have different soundtracks from different eras and different trims. Oh God. Oh man. Well, hey bro. Hey man. What kind of Hemi you want to ride to today, man? Hey, you want to ride in the 73, or you want to ride in the 2015, or you want to ride in the 69 Hemi, or you want to ride in the 426? Which one you want to ride in today? Oh yeah. We'll do the 426 today. We'll load the elephant. Oh God, that's gonna be so hilarious. That's gonna be so hilarious. Oh my goodness. Oh God, the main killer is gonna be how much this thing gonna cost. If it costs a lot of money because all this crap that they put in there, it's gonna be hilarious. Imagine the sound still has the Hemi tick. Oh God, Josh, if that, like, I'll be like, that's not authentic unless it has the Hemi tick in it. Oh, the Daytona will go down as the biggest meme for Dodge on the internet. Hey, Jalen, I think the biggest meme for Dodge on the internet right now is the Hornet. They do all these commercials for the Hornet, and literally every single time they post a Hornet, the comment section be so hilarious because people are like clowning them over the Hornet. That one commercial where the Hornet is coming out of like a warehouse or something, and then you got the Challenger, the Charger, I think the Durango. They're like backing up from the Hornet, like they're scared of a Hornet. That commercial is so hilariously stupid. Like no person in their right mind is going to back up from a Hornet, and you're in a Hellcat or Red Eye or Durango Hellcat. You're not going to back up from it. Oh man, give it the Beetle sound. Oh yeah, give it a Volkswagen Beetle sound for the Charger Daytona. Oh, had like the Knight Rider sound for the Charger Daytona. That would be hilarious as well. Oh man, like I'm pretty sure someone has to hack that software thing to play actual music out of the pipes, right? You'll have like an ultimate like cruiser to where you can basically play like a rap song or like a hip hop song or country. Oh man, it'd be so funny. Someone play like a country song and the bass track is coming out of the exhaust system. Oh God. Oh God. But I know someone's gonna take a Charger Daytona. If they can play music out of there, someone's gonna play a FJB song for our commander in chief. I guarantee somebody's gonna do that. Oh Lord, they might as well add an ice cream truck soundtrack to it as well. Oh man. I would say if Dodge wanted to troll people, they should add like a Sweet Tooth track from Twisted Metal. That'd be an awesome soundtrack. Bro, the Hornet is so whack. Like it's half baked from the factory with no personality. Shaking my head. It's a shame. Yeah, Father, I'll say this. The look of the Hornet is very, very funny. It's like a funny shaped vehicle. But I did sit on the inside of one at Barrett Jackson. It is actually quite comfortable inside of it, but I would never unless I was forced to buy it, unless I was actually forced to buy it. Every time the Hornet commercial plays, a demon gets his wings. Oh man. A demon gets his wings. Oh man, that'll be hilarious. Oh, classic comedy coming out. Well, Daytona at least going to have one trick up his sleeve, a mobile speaker system to take to the. Oh man, I'll tell you, someone's going to hack that freaking thing. Like someone's going to figure out how to either turn that thing into like a loudspeaker. That'd be one thing Dodge could do. Like let you have like a little microphone or turn your phone to like a microphone for it, where you actually talk to people while it's sitting there. It's like we came to this point to where we have, you might see at a car meet a Ford Dark Horse and a Charger Daytona. The Charger Daytona customer is going to be able to probably go on their phone and have the car does like a little wrong. They were going like, there's no engine there, it's speakers. And then the Dark Horse owner is going to have the little revving feature on their keychain to where they can rev the actual engine from the keychain. So it's going to be actually like an actual Coyote engine that's going to be revving, and then you're going to have the Charger Daytona just playing a soundtrack to try to beat it. I guarantee you this, you're not going to get a flame tune for the Charger Daytona. It'll be hilarious. Someone hacks it and put like, I don't know, like propane gas, something like that, in the chamber and put like a little spark plug there for it to ignite and blow flames at the back of the Charger Daytona. That would be hilarious. Or yell out the speaker to tell people to get out of the way during road rage. Imagine a hacker who plays sexual sounds coming from the pipes. That would be embarrassing. Hey, Jalen, that would be so hilarious too, right? Imagine a hacker just did that to troll Charger Daytona owners, right? He'll go in there and he'll like hack the Uconnect store, and then he'll go in there and put in there like a let's say like a Hemi file, and then so you know all it's just like sex scenes just playing through it, and the owner going like, oh, what the hell, what the heck, and trying to complain to Dodge about it. Oh God, that would be so hilarious to actually happen. That would be so funny. Oh God, this Charger Daytona, I think will be a disaster. I don't see that many selling. I mean, I can understand it having a lot of sales if it was to be sold alongside of a Hellcat or Red Eye or Demon, whatever. I mean, that's basically what Ford said. Ford said that, hey, you know, we're selling V8 Mustangs because the Mach-E is allowing us to sell V8 Mustang. Let me pull that article up. Let me pull that article up. And even the Mach-E is not really selling that great, but I guess there's enough Mach-E sales in order for you to give them enough emissions credits to actually run the V8 in the Mustang. Where did he put it at? Where did he put it? Not that article. Where's the article at? He said in the article. I gotta find that article. Well, I think I gotta say it. But yeah, Ford basically told pretty much Dodge exactly how they're gonna keep Mustangs in the lineup. Here we go. And this is the quote straight from Ford's CEO. Boom, right here. I still got a picture saved for my video. Yeah. So the CEO basically said the Mustang's V8 power will also endure thanks in part to the Mach E, which joins the F-150 Lightning as Ford's initial steps into full electrification. These vehicles help balance the proverbial scales, offsetting the emissions and consumption of a V8 with zero emission power. Mach E, golly, I can't say it because of my voice. Mach E lets us sell ICE vehicles for a long time to come. And that's what Ford CEO said. So I can understand the Charger Daytona if it allowed Dodge to keep selling red eyes and Hellcats, but not in replacement of red eyes and Hellcats. I mean, honestly, to me, if they still wanted to come out with red eyes, Hellcats, super stock stuff, honestly, Dodge should just limit production of those vehicles. They should have made maybe like 500 to 1,000 of them every year, right? Because I know that's gonna sound very harsh, but there are just so many. There's way too many Hellcats, red eyes, super stocks on the market. I mean, you can go search on really any search engine, and there are so many of them available that you can go find a used one anywhere. You can go find new ones right now anywhere. There's way too many of them. If production was limited the last couple of years, especially since Stellantis took over, if production was limited to maybe like 1,000 of each, like 1,000 Hellcats of the Challenger variant, 1,000 of the Charger, because their bread and butter anyway is already like, XXTs, GTs, RTs, Scat Packs. So why not limit the top dogs that there's so many of them, especially for sale that's end up in the resale market? Why not limit them down so you don't have to get rid of them, right? I mean, they can make a big batch of like, let's just say they make 10,000 red eye engines and they only make like 1,000 red eyes of Challengers and they make 1,000 red eyes of Chargers. So that means they use 2,000 red eye engines a year. They could have like 5 years worth of engines just sitting to go put in those cars if they want to switch the line over. So there's a lot of different ways that, if I worked within that company, I would be like, hey, look, maybe we shouldn't get rid of the vehicles that bring a lot of people into the dealerships, bring a lot of people into the brand. Because a lot of people who are Dodge crazy right now, they wasn't Dodge crazy in the early 2000s. They weren't Dodge crazies in the 90s because it was nothing to bring them into the brand. And then, I mean, for me, for example, I'm a GM person. I like GM vehicles the most out of anything. But the Hellcat brought me into Dodge. And you see, I done made a YouTube channel about Dodge, even though my first love is GM, right? I mean, I got a 69 Camaro. I got a 70 Chevelle. I got a 67 GTO. I have no classic Dodge cars. I got an '04 Chevy Avalanche. I got a lot of GM vehicles. And the only thing that brought me into Dodge was the Challenger, right? If the Challenger didn't exist, I would never be in Dodge. If the Hellcat never existed, I would not be so heavily invested in talking about Dodge. So it's like, my first Dodge vehicle was basically a Challenger RT, 6-speed. And so I like the body style, I like the engine. So that was my first Dodge vehicle. And then the next year I upgraded from a RT, just skipped right over Scat Pack because I found a very good deal on a Challenger Hellcat 6-speed. I think, I found that car for like $55K. So I jumped out of a RT 6-speed and jumped right into a Hellcat 6-speed for $55K. Like I pretty much jumped in that car after I couldn't get a Demon because that was the same year the 2018 Demon came out in 2017. I couldn't get a Demon in 2017. So I was like, bump it. I'm gonna get something. So instead of having the money for a 2018 Demon, I just spent my money and got me a 2017 Hellcat 6-speed. And I had that car for I think about 2 or 3 years. And then I basically went and got a TRX in 2020. So I think I got rid of my Hellcat probably like 2019, something like that, right before COVID hit. And then I basically kind of got that Dodge itch because I think around 2019, 2020 was when they had talks about making a Charger ACR. I was like, oh yeah, I'll look at Charger ACR. But then over the summertime of 2020, they like Tim Willis came out and said, nah, we're not making an ACR Challenger. So I'm like, oh crap. And then, oh, here we go, the announcement for the Ram TRX. I'm like, oh cool. I'm going to go get me a Ram TRX, and I have me a Ram TRX. And now I look at my TRX like over a year ago, and now I'm going like, damn, I'm ready to get another Dodge vehicle because I want me another Hellcat equipped vehicle. So that's why I was hoping to get a Demon, especially a Demon 170. I tried to get one in 2017, and now I try to get one now. So I'm literally, I'm literally one credit approval away from getting a Demon 170. So have me another Dodge vehicle back within my stable. But, you know, that's really the only thing that brought me into Dodge was just the engine, the Hellcat platform. So wasn't really interested in anything from GM other than, I mean, the Camaro was, you know, it was a nice vehicle, but like I said in other videos, I mean, who wants to buy a Camaro and then when you sit in the Camaro like sitting in a coffin, the doors are like this high on a Camaro, so you got to sit like this. You're driving, your elbows up like this. Cause the doors like coming past people's noses, so you got to sit like this in a Camaro. Well, it's the other way. Yeah, it's the other way. So you guys elbow like this. Every time I see anyone driving, either the elbows like this or the hands sitting out the window like this. So it's like Camaro is just stupid. It just the door is way too tall and it has hella blind spots. I like the only way I would get a Camaro, it had to be a convertible. So I didn't have that big giant blind spot all the way around me. And even though the door panel come up to my nose, at least I can put the convertible top down and I can see all the way around me. I feel open. Because every time I get into a Camaro, a newer Camaro, I'm like, I can't see nothing. The door panel up to my nose. And then there's blind spots all the way around me. Because I drove like a Camaro rental car one time when I had to go work out of town. I'm going like, oh God, this thing has terrible visibility. Like you can't see crap out of this car. I drove a Mustang. It had Mustang didn't have great visibility into it, but it was way better than the Camaro. And then when I got a Challenger had very great visibility because the door panels are low and the pillars are narrow, and then you can see all the way around. The car is pretty big. So that's why I like the damn my voice. But that's why I like the Challenger. But like I said, if it wasn't for the Challenger, especially you know, the Hellcat platform, because I figured out I was stepping to a RT first and then eventually get into a Hellcat. So that's why I just jumped to the RT first. But if it wasn't for freaking Hellcat, I never would have been in Dodge. I would still probably been in GM. I think if anything, if Dodge never had a Hellcat, I would probably have a C8 by now. And oh man, you know, I gotta check see when those guys actually move forward with my C8 Z06 order. See what's going on with that. Oh, let's see. Here in Austin, my business right next to a Tesla service center. The other day, I saw 3 Cybertrucks already for service. EV is a disaster. Yeah, and I think Stellantis is going to launch, I think like 3 or 4 EVs this year. You're going to have the Charger Daytona. You're going to have the Ram Rev, and I think you're going to have the Ram Charger. And trying to think, is there going to be another EV that Stellantis is going to launch this year? I think those are the only 3 EVs they're going to launch this year was those 3. They might launch one of those Charger ones. Let me see. Yes, you make a good point, Butter. This is, in fact, like what the future of guys going to be without the V8 passenger cars. Like you say, a lot of people aren't going to go for the electric. Yeah, a lot of people is not going to go for it. It's not right for a lot of people's situation. Yeah, future dies. Yeah, not guy. Okay. Same, no Hellcat. I would never have looked their way, separate them from GM for a little bit. Yep, exactly. I know you always talk about the Dodge Ram forums, having deals with Cheap TRX. Is that still a thing? Yeah, so all you got to do is contact Otis and Mark Dodge, and he'll hook you up with a TRX that's cheaper. Because I think he had texted me like a week or two ago, said he had some final edition TRXs that was like a few $1,000s under MSRP. Let me go pull up Otis number. Oh yeah, he said he has 3 TRXs at a $5,000 under sticker discount. So if you guys want to talk to Otis, oh, hold on. Get my face out of the screen. There we go. There go Otis' cell phone number, Otis Mark Dodge. So if you got to pause it, and that's Otis's number. So all you gotta do is text Otis, let him know I sent you, and go ask him about TRXs. So, like I said, he texted me, I think like last week, saying he still had 3 TRXs, $5,000 under MSRP. So there's a lot of dealers right now who are still trying to sell TRXs over sticker, but Otis, last I checked, still had 3 under MSRP, 3 final editions. So yeah, so there are deals out there. And usually, and that's why I'm trying to come up with a place to where I can have dealers who are selling under sticker. They basically let me know so I can just post it and give it to you guys. We gonna bust out your 72 Dodge Dart. That ain't my Dart. Oh, that ain't my Dart. The Z01 is pretty dope, but visibility is crazy. Hey, father, that's one thing that I will say about the Z01. It's a very cool car. The visibility is bad, but I think that's the only top trim car that you can get that's a convertible, right? Because you can't get a convertible Hellcat or Red Eye. You can't get a convertible, Dark Horse Mustang, but you can get a convertible Z01 Camaro. And that's the only real saving grace to where if I basically were to get a Camaro Z01, I would get a convertible version. That'll be the only one that I will actually would like to drive with the convertible top down. That'll definitely be a summer car. The first time I got in a Camaro, I thought who in their right mind would buy it with all those blind spots. Yeah, Kager, that's why I'm like, only way I'll buy those new Camaros is if it's a convertible, so you don't have those blind spots. That's the only way that I would do it. You need to go to bed, bro, and stop talking before you lose your voice. Yeah, Rooster, like my voice is it's getting worse as I talk, so I think, like I said, I might end the stream by the next 15 minutes. That's why I was going, damn, I can't get to the the other video that I was doing recorded, and my voice is definitely getting worse. Aiden Ross shot holes right through the Cybertruck. Yeah. 5K under, holy smokes, not bad, but or maybe a few more months, there'll be 10K under or more. I mean, you never know. You never know how much money these TRXs is going to be, but a lot of dealers, they are still charging over MSRP for these TRXs. So 5K under is not a bad deal. Anything under MSRP is not a bad deal. Time to handicap some sports for tomorrow. Be well, butter. The only way to buy a Camaro is a convertible with a wide-angle camera rearview mirror. For when the top is on, I bought my wife one. She loves the car. Is the SS2 6.2 convertible. Yeah, that's the only way I would buy a convertible. I wish they made that old Z28 car convertible, because I would definitely buy that tomorrow if they made a Z28, that track variant, a convertible. Because one of the coolest cars I remember seeing was those old Mustangs with those old Mustang Cobras that was convertible. Like one of my buddies had one supercharged. Like, oh my goodness, that car scared the crap out of me because it was like open top. But man, it was just so memorable. That's one of the most memorable cars from my childhood. My buddy having a convertible Mustang Cobra. Like that car was just so cool. Damn, that's true, bro. I didn't even think about the drop top trims. Really ain't none. Exactly, father. There's like no other top trim car other than the Z06 where you can get a convertible in the top trim. There's really no other. The Camaro is the only one that does that. So I'm pretty sure that even the Camaro is going to be rare to find one in the top trim, but that'll be the only way that I would get a Z01 Camaro. It has to be a convertible. I've been a drag racer since 1976, and if a guy shows at a drag show and cranks up his open header speakers, he will get laughed off the track and give Big Daddy. Yeah, it's gonna be so funny that these guys are gonna try to drag race in these Charger Daytonas. Oh God! Like I would love to see Tim Knissis put this car on a drag strip so we can see its quarter-mile time, and the next thing you know, all you hear is just speaker sounds. Oh God! But yeah, I'm definitely in this less than 10 minutes. My voice is getting worse, so I think if anything, I'm just gonna do. If I can't get my next video filmed over the weekend and when my voice getting better, I'm definitely gonna just go ahead and get everything just set up to where when my voice gets better, boom, all I gotta do is drop the hammer. Boom, drop the hammer. Or I might just give them a TK just so I can, get a chance to get it better. Imagine a 7-liter Z28. Ooh. Oh, yeah. And that's one thing I was hoping that Chevy would have did with the Z28 Camaro. I was hoping that they would have made the Z28 trim with the engine out of the Z06. Could you imagine a convertible Camaro with that flat plane crank engine out of the Z06 Corvette, like 600, like what 50 horsepower, 70 horsepower, in a convertible Camaro? Like that thing would be such heaven on wheels. Just listening to that engine, especially if you have a manual gearbox. Like they gave you a manual with that engine. Oh my goodness! Now that car would be sexy, and basically give it a lot of the track stuff from the old Z28 Camaro that came out 2012, whatever. The tires, manual. Oh man, that car would sound so lovely. I mean that's why I wish if I was rich, if I get rich one day, I'm definitely want to take a engine out of a Z06 and put it into a Camaro, a convertible one, and basically make like a Z28 car. Oh man, that'd be so freaking awesome. Make it manual. Whoo, boy. Yeah, exactly, Father. It would be very scary with that sound. It would be so lovely, especially with a manual. You just, oh man, golly. Like, it don't even have to even be fast. It's already gonna be fast being like 650 horsepower or 670. I can't remember exactly what it's off the top of my head, but it'll still be fast. But just listening to it would sound so awesome with a manual transmission. Whew, boy. And I mean, yeah, I think it'll fit easy as well too, because I mean, it's the same LT engine that's, is in, I think, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure the LT engines will fit in the same spot as the LS engine, right? I mean, I've seen, some of these older vehicles have like the LT swaps in them. Like I saw at Barrett-Jackson, like GM had their own little stand, and they said they had like LT engine swap packages to where you could take those LT engines and drop them in the like Camaros. Cause I think I saw like a 73 Camaro at GM's little booth at Barrett-Jackson, and it had like a LT1 in it, or LT4. I can't remember, 1 or 4. And it fit in the body of like a 73 Camaro. So I'm like, yeah, if it fits in that little car, it's definitely gonna fit in a new Camaro. So like I said, if I ever get rich one day, I'm gonna do some very fun builds, because I would love to put a Z06 engine in a convertible Camaro. That'd definitely be one. I would love to put a 426 into a TRX. That'd be awesome. Like make a nice turbo 426 TRX, like Baja style. Like do it real nice with a real nice Baja suspension, where you can really go over jumps with it, and it has like that insane monster sound to it. I think I wanted that for a TRX. There was another car I was wanting to do. Oh yeah, I want to do an ACR build. I want to basically get probably take like another 426 and throw it into a Challenger and create like a Challenger ACR. Go get someone to make me like a custom wing. Not just had the Viper wing thrown on them, but maybe like a custom active wing for a ACR. And had that wing tuned to where if I'm trying to go on acceleration, the wing will one of the flaps on the wing on the back will just flop up, so I have some downforce. And then when I'm going for top speed, it'll flatten out so I can get top speed. Whew. Man, get some canards. Oh man, like I would love to build an ACR Challenger. I think it's very, very possible. And that'll probably be like stupid fast. And go do like the Texas Mile on that thing. And then it'd be great to go do like a Texas Mile event in super fast because of the active wing. And then I can go do like a track day because Western Motorsports basically have a track Challenger and they do pretty well with it. And so, I mean, they do that with a factory tune. So I can only imagine if I took like a 426 and basically double the horsepower of a regular Retta. If I took it from like 800 horsepower to maybe 1,400 horsepower and put it on like a road course, and get like sequential gearbox, just oh man, like I can only imagine like if I did that car there, I would 100% get an XXT car, narrow body XXT car, strip the crap out of it, stiffen it, go pretty much all carbon fiber panels on it, drop the weight down, because my buddies at ExoMod, they basically make carbon fiber panels to make it like man, that'd be crazy. If I'll take like an SXT and had them give me some all carbon fiber 68 Charger panels, and I basically make it into like a damn 68 Charger race car. Whoo, boy, man, that would be wild. Oh man, I'm gonna talk to my buddy from ExoMod about that. Like, hey, have you ever thought about making a 68 Charger race car? Ooh, or better yet, he makes an all carbon fiber 69 Charger Daytona. Oh man, like if I could make like a Richard Petty clone, oh man, that would be freaking insane. Let me go over to my buddy's ExoMod's website. Yeah, so all these Challengers on here, they're all carbon fiber panels, so they would be like full 500 horsepower less. So yeah, so that's the orange that just came out. That's the General Gold thing. Here we go. So you can imagine. Now this car right here is basically a 20. I can't remember if 2022 or 2023 Dodge Challenger. They took all the sheet metal panels off of it, and they basically put on it all brand new carbon fiber panels molded from a 69 Daytona. Like, can you imagine taking this sucker to a road course, lower it down, diffuser, all this, and basically make it like a race car, this car, and it's all gonna be like 400 horsepower less. Like, man, like, and then this is the front end of it, right? So, could you imagine taking this car on a road course and it's actually set up for a track? Like it's actually stiffened it's actually stiffened on the inside, roll cage, lowered, souped up engine, like all the stuff out of the car to make it more race worthy. It's already light because all those pounds of carbon fiber. Could you imagine this car on a road course? Oh man. And then see if I can get that wing that had like active arrow on it to where it can flap up to give me some downforce and then just go straight like that and then let me go on like a top speed run. Oh man. Oh yeah, bro, you make me wish all those cars you said were real. Yeah, Father. Like there's just so much ideas I've had that I wish I was like Damon from Daily Driven Exotics. Like if I become half of what Damon is for Daily Driven Exotics, I can create some crazy obtainable cars that would be awesome to have. And this right here would be an awesome car. And people would be looking at me going like, what the heck is that? Like people going like, what kind of Charger Daytona is that? The cool thing about this Charger Daytona is it's actually narrower. It's basically the same length as a Challenger. I think it's only like maybe like, I can't remember, you said 12 inches, 16 inches. But it's like 12 to 16 inches longer than a regular Challenger. It's not that super long length. So I think this car would be very, very good road car. Where's a side profile? But yeah, I'll show you this engine picture. But yeah, that's basically nothing but a Challenger chassis underneath it. Right, so take out this freaking Challenger chassis and then do like a, I don't know, maybe do like a turbo 426, like have some custom engine builder, build me like a 1300 horsepower 426. Whoo, boy. Oh man, you talking about Mad Max for real. See, where's the side profile shot? Where's the side? I don't see a side profile shot, but yeah. Like I said, you can see every daggone panel is carbon fiber. So this car done lost some weight. It lost some serious weight. Where is the freaking side profile of this car? Yeah, that's not really good side profile. Yeah, it's not a real good side profile. Yeah, but the car's narrow, so it's like a Challenger. So, man, this would be crazy to do. But yeah, but yeah, my God, dang, I really can't talk now. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna get up out of here because I really can't talk. But yeah, Father, the car weighs I think about 400 pounds less than a regular Challenger because all the sheet metal is gone. So I mean, that is one of the cars, right? I mean, he got this one right here. That's a 68 Charger body, you know, put on top of a 69, not 69, but I think this is another red eye. So I'm pretty sure these cars are like maybe 400 to 500 pounds lighter than what they were. Because there's some extra weight with, you know, not going back with the same style panels, since these cars are like different designs. So they're not going to be like really, you know, as much weight as you could say if you took like an exact copy of those panels and put them back on there like Speedcore does. But yeah, I mean, they made a lot of cars. Like this right here is the newest one. This car right here freaking glows. Like every time I see pictures of the car just glows in the light. Oh man, this car is pretty cool. Like it just glows. Trying to think how many. But yeah, yeah, that's cool. Like I said, that's a brand new Challenger with 68 Charger panels on it, with a 69 with a 69 Charger rear end on it. And then these cars are here. These cars are wide bodied. Like those fenders are wide bodied out. So those cars already have a dish on them. So you can see the dish on the rear tire. Let's see if I can go. Like I said, you can see the dish on it. He basically wide bodies the fenders. So these tires already come with the same width wide body. It's just the whole fender is wide. So that's why you can't really tell. It's like it looks more natural without that wide flare, but these fenders come out extra. And that's why you see all that room in there for the rim. But yeah, I'm gonna basically get up out of here. So yeah, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think he made 10. Yeah. I think he made like car number 9. And then I know he got a few more that's already in the works. I can't wait to see like another. I think he got another one gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be like all exposed carbon fiber, like tinted carbon fiber. I can't wait to see that car. But I'm going to get up out of here because my voice has left me and I really cannot talk anymore. And so I lost my voice. So it's going to be very interesting. Hopefully I get my voice back and I can actually film other videos. But I'm see you guys later. And it was good talking to you guys. I'll see you later, Father. See you later, Lime. Deuces.